A trail in terms of fullbacks. You don't win anything with kids, well, apart from Edinburgh derbies, apparently. Hearts youngsters may have been pretty much written off as relegation certainties, but their stirring victory over Hibs in the League Cup quarter-final meant they should have gone into a home match with St Johnstone brimming with confidence. But the Perth side also had a spring in their steps following victory over Motherwell last weekend. Stevie May and Nigel Hasselbank started up front. With the story of the match at Tynecastle, here's Brian McLaughlin.
There was hope within Tynecastle that Wednesday night's cup win over city rivals Hibs would give their league campaign a boost it requires. And when Jamie Walker came close with this effort early on, confidence within the home fans began to grow. Gary Locke's side hadn't won at home in the league since August, while Saints boss Tommy Wright was hoping his side would grab 3 points on the road for the first time this season. It was Hearts who continued to push forward, Ryan Stevenson knocking the ball down for Jason Holt, his effort just over. The striking partnership of Stevie May and Nigel Hasselbank, though, was now beginning to click into gear. However, on this occasion, McDonald pulled off a point-blank save to deny Saints the lead. Mistakes by Hearts' defence are part of the reason for the club's poor run of form, and once again, questions will be asked. Dylan McGowan losing control in midfield, gifting Hasselbank possession. He in turn played in Chris Miller. His cutback with the aid of a deflection, bouncing high for Hasselbank to nod home. Hasselbank allowed time and space to drift in between the central defenders. Jordan McGee had scored the winner against Aberdeen earlier this season for Hearts, and he came within inches of an equaliser here. It was Jamie Walker with space down the right-hand side, his cross into the box. McGee stretching his leg out, but couldn't get enough on the ball to force it into the net. Nigel Hasselbank is not well known for scoring with his head, but he feels he should have found a net for the second time this afternoon when he ghosted in between McGee and McGowan, on this occasion heading over the crossbar. Saints started the second half in whirlwind fashion and scored a second in controversial circumstances. Gary McDonald clearly in an offside position when he received the pass. McDonald saving, but there was nothing he could do about Stevie May's sublime finish. A poor call by the stand-side assistant, but nevertheless a magnificent finish from Saints' top scorer. May finding the net for the 9th time this season. Messrs Locke and Brown left scratching their heads in the home dugout, and Saints almost made it 3. Mackay's cross, Hasselbank with a chance, on this occasion though over the top of Jamie McDonald's goal. One last chance for the home side. Dale Carrick eluding the Saints defenders before firing a shot over the crossbar. But there was no doubt this was to be Saints' day.
You know, Wednesday night was a huge game, and maybe psychologically it's taken a lot out of the players. But at the same time, you know, St Johnstone played the other night as well, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. We lost the game because we never started the second half well enough.
It's been a tough week, but it's been a great week. You know, three wins and you know, 3 clean sheets, and you know, a semi-final of the cup to look forward to. So really pleased with the effort and the performance today, because I think we showed a lot of quality at times.
Callum, you enjoyed watching that. A great win for your side yesterday at Tynecastle. How good is this partnership that's developing between Stevie May and Nigel Hasselbank?
Yeah, it's good at the moment. I think the two of them, obviously Steve McLean, we lost Steve McLean at St Mirren. I think the partnership between Stevie and Stevie was really good. And I think we've had to put these two up front. And obviously they scored last Sunday and they scored again, a couple of goals each. Good play by Nigel here. You know, he's managed to shift the ball quickly and continue his run. You know, Midge's got across there and he wanted the ball there.
Great for your team, Callum, but Dylan McGowan, after giving it away, should be throwing himself at that to redeem the situation. But
listen, I think Nigel wanted to win it again. This is another chance.
He's a target man in the box.
A target man. We've turned him around. You know, from being a winger to a target man. So, you know, it was good. You know, it was a decent game first half. You know, pretty even. I think we got a little bit of luck here.
Touch offside,
Touch offside there, but again, we had a lot of momentum in the second half. We started the second half really well. You know, and I'm glad one of the chances fell to Stevie, because that was a great finish. You know, he's at the moment he can do no wrong. Hope it can continue.
Well, the Scotland squad is announced tomorrow, Callum. Is there a chance Stevie May could be in it?
Probably a little bit too soon. You know, I think it'd be great if he is. I'd be absolutely over the moon if he is. But I think, you know, he's developing. You know, we've been so pleased with him this season. You know, I think I touched on it earlier with Stephen McLean. You know, he's up playing with somebody with so much experience, and he helps him. You know, it's some of the things he learns during the game. You know, we can't teach him. It's only when you're playing with somebody up front that he gets them. So he's getting better and better. You know, and he wanted to stay at St Johnstone, which for me was a massive thing. Yeah. And he could have left in the transfer window, but he wanted to stay. You know, he wants to improve. He wants to play every week. If he carries on doing what he's doing, you know, he's got a great chance. And I see more Scotland caps in the future if he doesn't get in this one.
Word is you're teaching them all those celebrations as well, eh?
I haven't a clue what this is. Some FIFA thing, I think.
You're on a great run at the moment, form-wise. You had a great win against Motherwell last weekend as well, Callum. And once again, Stephen May and Nigel Hasselbank very much to the fore. How high up the table can St Johnstone finish this season? Could you finish second?
Listen, 10th first and foremost. Make sure we're safe. Nah, make sure we're safe. I think that's the biggest thing. Club like St Johnstone, make sure we're safe.
You're going to have a bad second half of the season then, because you're sitting fifth.
Listen, don't want to raise expectation too much. You know, we're trying to sort of bring through more youngsters as well, like everyone else is doing. So I think it's tough here. But here again, Morton played extremely well. It was a tough game for us, and a little bit of luck at the end of the game. He managed to win us. But as far as the season going, I think we had a wee blip after the European games. You know, we've managed to get ourselves back on track, and hopefully that can continue.
Where do you see St Johnstone finishing the season, Billy? Put you on the spot.
A lot higher
instead.
than what he said. 10th. Buy yourself a little bit of time, but no, listen, if they get some luck like that with the goalkeeper, well, the two goalkeepers spilling some shots, they should at least be finishing second. But no, they'll be up there. Good team spirit. Things are going well. Good momentum as well. You'd expect them at least maybe fourth.
That's your target, Callum. Right,
that's the target. I'll take that as a target.
What's wrong with that?
Sounds fine to me.